Hi guys, and welcome to another edition of Scouting. I think it's time to show off the 131. This is my newest scout, my newest toy. And I'm enjoying this tank a lot. I don't have the final gun on it at the time of this game. I now have the final gun, but I haven't played too many games with it. But the second to last gun is pretty good. It's not a bad gun. It has 159 penetration, which means you really need to hit those weak spots, but it does 200 alpha damage, and it has a fairly quick reload of about 10 seconds. So we are here on Fjords, and I am platooned with Edwin from a viewer from my stream who asked me did I want to platoon for a few games, and I figured it was towards the end of the stream, why not? And it turns out that Edwin actually likes his scouts as well, so he picked the 5916 and I decided to give the WZ131 another workout. Now this game, there's nothing really to learn from this game other than it was fun. I end up the game being a tier 10 TD sandwich, with me being the nice filling in the middle, but we'll get to that when it comes to it. So the game isn't that interesting till the end. It's just really about me waiting for the right time to strike. But we start here, and Fjords is not a great scouting map, so scouting is secondary in my mind. There are too many choke points, so I head up to the usual dip at E4 to see if I can spot anything heading down the 5 line. But it's a tier 10 game, and there are lots of nasty tier 10s, particularly tier 10 TDs on the enemy team. But not spotting anything yet. And spot the IS-3. I'm not going to pen the IS-3. So this position is no longer viable. I'm not going to be able to take on an IS-3 from the front, especially with this gun, so I decide to pull back. A VK has been proxy spotted, so I pull up and see if he's going to be silly enough to poke. Edwin has gone down to see if he can take on the IS-3 in the 5916. Not a great idea. And he thinks better of it and decides to fall back. But the IS-3 is advancing, and I'm not getting any action. So I decide, okay, well, this position, not very good. Let's go somewhere else and see if I can do something. Someone took a shot at me, but it missed. Or rather, they may have been shooting someone else. My sixth sense hasn't gone off. So, I pull up to these rocks, see if maybe I can get some spots. And then think better of it. If the enemy team come charging out of the valley, I'm in a bad situation, so I'm going to pull back to these rocks instead. And as I say, the beginning of the game, not a lot happens. So quite a lot of the enemy team have not yet been spotted. We know they've got a lot of tanks south, and a lot of our heavies are deciding to camp spawn. Edwin goes down to see if he can get some spots for them and runs straight into a Jagdpanzer E100. So that didn't end well. But still a lot of enemy tanks that haven't been spotted, and there's a good chance they're up in the valley. Oh, there they are. They're starting to be spotted. But nothing is over here. So let's pull up to these bushes, see if I can get some spots. I'm sensing there might be a break in the line if I don't spot anything. Yep, don't spot anything. Okay. So I may have a clear run on their RT, providing that nothing has decided to camp their spawn. So let's just go get arty. I exploited the break in their lines. They've got a lot of tanks north. A lot of tanks south, but very little in the middle. So we're just going to hunt for arty. Again, I've done absolutely no damage in this game, and I probably haven't spotted very many tanks. So, yeah, okay. No arty. That's strange. Okay, so he must have gone up the valley. He's probably up in A9. So the enemy team up north have pushed. I doubt anyone is coming back south again. They have no reason to. So let's continue our arty hunt. So I don't want to drive through Cap. Don't want to alert the team that they are being, or the enemy team that they're being flanked. North has collapsed, but that's not too bad because we have so many tanks that are spawn camping. But still no sign of enemy arty. So yeah, not a very exciting game yet. But I'm a scout. My first priority is to try and kill enemy arty. I just have to find him. Still no sign. Okay, so let's just advance. And a wild arty appears. And I slam on the brakes, but still manage to do 140 damage to myself through ramming him. But he's mine. Okay. So, Object 704 around the corner and an E100. I thought for a moment the E100 was aiming for me, but nope. Okay. Object 704 is just fired, so he's not looking at me. We pull out. Oh, he's turning to face me. But we put one shot in. And now the object is looking at me. Quick check to see where the other enemy tank might be, but he is no threat. So now I don't want to pull around this corner. I'm a one-hit kill for the object. Just want to try and get some eyes on him. So we're poking. Still no sign of him. T-57 Heavy's about to flank. But then the object appears. Okay, so he wasn't worried about me after all. I'm not as important as I thought I was. Alright. So 3 enemy tanks left, all 3 tier 10 TDs. And the Lorraine 40T manages to kill one of the Jagdpanzer E100s. Just 2 enemy tanks left, and we know where they are. So now we are going to be doing the tier 10 TD sandwich, with me being the scrumptious filling. So in chat, our Jagdpanzer E100 tells the Lorraine that the E4 is aiming at you, be careful. So, okay, alright, well if he's aiming for the Lorraine, he's aiming for me if I decide to drive around the corner. Going to see if I can proxy spot them in a moment. Then the Jagdpanzer takes a big chunk out of the Conqueror. I've got to try and proxy spot. And then I notice, okay, E4 is not aiming at me, time to go. 2 tier 10 TDs. And now I'm in a sandwich. Yeah, these guys are getting all comfy. Now, Lorraine is getting jealous. He decided to join the sandwich. So, there we go. 2 tier 10 TDs dead, and the sandwich filling survives. In chat, Edwinem basically asks me if I'm getting squeezed too much. As you can see from my damage panel, there's a heck of a lot of ram damage done. No one actually managed to shoot me. But there we go. So it wasn't a fantastic scouting game, but it was fun. We didn't get any scouting medals, but we did manage to finish second on XP with 1235, and we did close to 2000 damage in a scout, which is always nice. We didn't detect a single enemy tank, which is broken. Apparently what replays is broken because the last few games I have uploaded, I know I have spotted people, but it has not shown up on this tab. So as you can see here, we spotted 3 enemy tanks, we damaged 4, and we destroyed 3. Almost 28,000 credits received with 1852 experience on a premium account. It wasn't my first game of the day, but it was fun. So no major lessons to learn from this particular game, other than the fact that I didn't get myself into a situation I couldn't get out of, and I waited for the moment to make my move. I waited for the enemy to show a break in their lines, and then I exploited it. And then we had a fun end to the game. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.